Last winter in 2021, we watched the mountain goat herd on McKendrick Mountain struggle through deep snow in the trees along the base of the mountain. Most of the herd stayed in the trees for 14 weeks, from the first snowfall in October until January 26. Soon after that, they again returned to the trees when snowmobilers startled the herd by driving along the top. This year it's different. Hikers complied with a voluntary closure on the mountain during the summer of 2022, and so far, skiers and snowmobilers are staying off the top of the mountain this winter. The goats are now confident enough to spend time on top. The goats on McKendrick have three favorite sites in winter for the best feed: the north end, the south end, and the top, which is also the easy way to get from one end of the mountain to the other. Here's the top in winter. The wind scours the snow from the ground and reveals abundant grasses and sedges that are a high-quality feed for the goats. In the past winter of 2021, the goats kept away from the top to avoid any snowmobilers or skiers who may be there. Instead, the herd traveled through deep snow along the bottom of the slope to travel from one end of the mountain to the other. How do we know the goats stayed away from the top? We document all the goat tracks so that even when we cannot see the goats, we can see where they have been and whether they traveled to the top. On December 5, this Billy's quick pace tells us that he's worried about something. Later we figured out that he saw the small nanny herd close by flee from the top of the mountain. Even though he could not see whatever frightened the nanny herd, he left the top. Watch as he stops and looks back toward the nanny herd. Then the two Billies continue to descend. 13 minutes later, the two Billies head back up towards the top. We watched, but we never saw what frightened the goats in the first place. This quick return to the top shows that the Billies are a lot more confident about their security. They are becoming accustomed to having the mountain to themselves without constantly being disturbed by recreationists. In the past, we observed goats that stayed hidden in the rocks for hours or overnight after a scare. Meanwhile, the nanny, her kid, and three other goats are in very steep rock. It's rough enough that the nanny does not want to go back up, so she leads her group down. This is another demonstration of the importance of good, sound decisions by the lead nanny. If she makes the wrong call, her followers may pay the price. It's good to see the goats traveling on top of the mountain. They expend a lot less energy, and they have access to more quality feed. The voluntary closure is working in favor of the mountain goats.